In today's video, we'll be looking at how to correctly import any Photoshop document inside of Affinity that has smart object layers so that we can open and use that smart object layers fully intact inside of Affinity. So before starting, if you haven't subscribed to our channel yet, please hit the subscribe button for more tips and tricks related to Affinity. Now with that said, let's start the video. So to bring in a Photoshop document or a PSD document inside of Affinity, first of all, let's navigate to the top and then click on File and then navigate below and click on Open. And after clicking on Open, you can see that the new box is opened up and we can simply select lighthouse image.pst, which is a PSD file format image in our case, and I'll simply click on Open. And now after opening, you can see that it has successfully opened our Photoshop document in the PSD file format with every layers completely intact. However, the issue right here is you can see that we have this image 2 layer which was actually a smart object inside of Photoshop, and after we have imported this document, which is this particular PSD document inside of Affinity, the image 2 layer now is of the type pixel and does not support smart objects right now. So if I click on this image 2 layer or double click on it, you can see that it simply zooms in after we have double clicked on the thumbnail in the layers panel. So in order to make this particular smart object enabled, all I'll be doing is navigating up to Affinity and navigating below and select settings. After selecting settings, inside of our general category in the settings box, let's navigate to the right and then simply drag it or scroll down like so to see an option called import smart objects where possible. So let's turn on or make that particular option checked, and after turning on that option, now let's navigate to the top left and close the settings box. After closing down the settings box, in order to apply those settings, we need to first of all close this particular document. So I'll close it by using the shortcut key of Command plus W, and now you can see that we have successfully closed that document. Now after closing in that document, let's go to our Finder window again and navigate to the same images folder to bring in our lighthouse image.pst file again. So I'll click on that particular lighthouse image.pst file and then click and drag it inside of the Affinity app like so. And I think now you can notice the difference that our image to smart object layer has now changed its layer icon to embedded document. So it means, or it refers in Affinity as this particular image 2 layer is a smart object layer and it fully functions like a smart object. So for example, if we double click on this particular layer, you can now see that Affinity has navigated or opened that particular layer as a new embedded tab or in a new tab, since this is a smart object. So the next thing that we can do is we can simply get rid of this particular cloud image that we have. So I'll delete it, and after deleting it, I'll open the Finder window again and then I'll select our replacement cloud image and then simply click and drag it inside of our canvas like so. I'll simply reposition it to the center, and after repositioning it to the center, I will simply close this tab in order to commit or save it. That is, we do not have to save it and then close it. It will automatically apply the save after we close this embedded tab inside of Affinity. So we'll simply click on the close button, and now you can see that our cloud image has been changed. And this is how we can use the smart object layer inside of Affinity by importing any Photoshop or PSD document. So the next thing that we can do is we can simply click on the blend option or blend drop down in our layers panel by selecting the image layer and then change our option to lighten for now in order to get rid of all the skies and retain the clouds in order to fit in inside of our composition. So this is how you can successfully import any Photoshop document in PSD format with smart objects inside of Affinity and use the features of smart objects in your composition or any project that involves mockups. So if you find this video helpful, please click on the like button, And for more tips and tricks related to Affinity, hit the subscribe button. Thank you for watching this video and see you on the next video.